Hi everybody, Riskmonger here. Welcome to another installment of Astrology Baseball on MLB The Show 22. Remember, Astrology Baseball is 12 teams, one for each sign of the zodiac. This matchup is between Virgo and Pisces, the two negative mutable signs. Right here we see the star Virgo third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And as we look at the stats of the real-life Guardians third baseman from 2021, here's a rundown of the three astrological essences, which are cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So each season on the calendar is comprised of three astrological signs. The cardinal signs happen at the beginning of the season, the fixed signs are right in the middle, and the mutable signs come at the end. So Virgo is the mutable earth sign. It happens at the end of summer, transitioning into autumn in August and September. Pisces is the mutable water sign, which happens at the end of winter, transitioning into spring in February and March. For more information on all that, check out my blog at astrologybaseball.com. But for now, we're going to watch real-life Marlins pitcher Pablo Lopez go up against the versatile Chris Taylor, who recently re-signed with the Dodgers as a free agent following their 2020 shortened championship season. You can see Taylor has that little reverse bat waggle, kind of reminiscent of Chuck Knobloch, a Cancer Crabs second baseman back in the 90s and 2000s. As Taylor flies one out to shallow center field, that is Adolis Garcia making the catch, and there's quickly one out. So let's take this opportunity to look at the Virgo starting lineup. Even though Chris Taylor can play all over the diamond, he's in there as the DH because his primary position is second base, and he's not going to get in there over Marcus Simeon, so the game just decided to throw him in the DH slot. If I were building these lineups, I would probably have shifted Chris Taylor to left field, kicked Justin Upton to the bench, and opened up the DH slot for some of the sign's first base depth, such as Paul Goldschmidt, Joey Votto, Max Muncy, maybe even Mike Moustakas. But I just simply don't have the energy or the attention span to build lineups for all 12 teams in this video game simulation. In addition to setting lineups for all 12 teams in my Fantasy Astrology League, there's also a link to that in my blog if you want to check it out, as Lopez strikes out Carlos Correa, the new Twins shortstop, and he would get out of the first unscathed. Blue Jays shortstop Bo Bichette leads it off for Pisces. The game does not give us an intro for tall Virgo starter Tyler Glasnow, as Bichette hits one deep into the right field corner. Adam Duvall cannot handle it, and he is on base with a leadoff double. As I mentioned, Bichette plays for the Blue Jays, along with his sign mate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's one instance of two players on the same sign playing together on real-life teams and doing quite well. Next batter with Wander Franco at the plate. Glasnow uncorks a wild pitch. Bichette easily gets to third. Glasnow, by the way, is going to miss a significant portion of the 2022 season while recovering from Tommy John surgery. And the former top prospect is going to hit one deep into center field. George Springer makes the catch, but Bo Bichette gives Pisces a one-run lead on a sacrifice fly. As you can hear some of the Yankee-specific sound design. If you couldn't tell, I'm using the American League East to stand in for the negative league mutable signs, with Pisces represented by the Yankees, and the Red Sox is a stand-in for Virgo. Glasnow would allow two more base runners, but no additional runs, as Pisces heads to the second inning with a 1-0 lead. After Lopez struck out both Jose Ramirez and George Springer, here comes Marcus Simeon, and he hits a high fly ball to deep left center field. Garcia back at the wall. He leaps, and it's into the Virgo bullpen. The new Texas Rangers infielder has hit a big fly to tie the game. The Yankee Stadium crowd is chanting, "Throw it back, throw it back," as we see real-life Red Sox manager Alex Cora, who is a Libra. Actually, if you look at the astrological breakdown of all active Major League managers, Libra is in the lead by a lot. There are a whopping 8 Libra Major League managers. No other sign has more than 4, and the only signs that do not have a manager are Aries and Capricorn. But back to the matter at hand, Marcus Simeon's big blast to go with his big free agent contract has tied this one up at 1-1. The game would remain knotted up into the third, where Freddie Freeman has 2 runners on, a line drive into left field, and a tremendous diving effort by Nick Castellanos to take away a hit and preserve the tie. Pisces outfielders not known for their defensive prowess, but sometimes they can make a routine play look very exciting, just like this one. Pisces would take advantage of that momentum shift. There's Wander Franco lining a double down the left field line. And then the next batter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., goes the other way with a single into right. Franco will easily score despite a wildly offline throw by Adam Duvall. And Pisces takes a 2-1 lead here in the bottom half of the third. Pisces win expectancy up to 74% after that RBI single, as the son of the Hall of Famer delivers a nice piece of hitting to put the Fish into the lead. Virgo threatening again in the fourth, though. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Here's Justin Upton, who in real life is a free agent. Grounds out Franco to Gene Segura to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and a double play to get out of the inning. Now, you might find it strange that the computer has decided to give roster spots to 2 current free agents. Justin Upton was released by the Angels right before the season, while Michael Conforto, who's coming up to the plate, will miss the entire year due to injury. And this actually might have more to do with the way that I constructed the lineups rather than the computer's strategic choices here. When you're in the game's player movement screen, it's annoying to jump back and forth between trading players between teams and picking players out of the free agent pool. So I added all the current free agents to the rosters first, which I think made the game prioritize them when they're doing their lineup construction. Although that also might not be the case, and I might just be overthinking things. Bottom of the fifth, still 2-1 Pisces, when Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets another single, which brings up the cleanup hitter Nick Castellanos, who made an impressive diving play earlier in the game. And Castellanos unloads on one, a no-doubt shot into deep left field, and Pisces now has a 4-1 lead. 400 feet, 101 miles per hour off the bat of Nick Castellanos, the left fielder, who in real life just signed with the Phillies as a free agent, along with the batter who's coming up next, Kyle Schwarber. So Toronto not the only real-life team that has a plethora of Pisces in their starting lineup, as this one was hit a long way. 4-1 Pisces, and that is going to signal the end of the night for Tyler Glasnow. Not a bad performance considering he's going to miss the entire real-life 2022 season with Tommy John surgery. Into pitch is Adam Wainwright, a real-life starter, but of course, with only 12 fantasy astrology teams, there's going to be a lot of starting pitching depth to go around. Many of them will be used as long relievers, although with only a 9% win expectancy for Virgo after that 2-run shot, it's not clear how much Wainwright is going to actually affect this game, other than eating up some innings and saving the bullpen for later, of course, and also giving us the opportunity to check out this kind of play. Bo Bichette. It's a sharp ground ball to second base. Simeon leaves his feet and makes a nice throw. Into the seventh inning, new pitcher for Pisces. It's Daniel Hudson, who's an actual reliever, which is kind of strange to see. He would hit Marcus Simeon with a pitch, putting a runner on for Justin Upton, who, even though, like I said, I wouldn't put him on my version of the Virgo starting lineup, comes through with a ground ball single on a hit and run play. Simeon will score all the way from first, and the Pisces lead is now 4-2. So that goes to show, just because a player is not on a real-life MLB team doesn't mean that he cannot contribute in a fantasy astrology simulation setting. After Daniel Hudson goes 1 inning and gives up a run, another strong bullpen piece for Pisces comes in. Andrew Kittredge will pitch to the catcher John Hicks, who is currently playing on a minor league deal with the Cubs. That should tell you all you need to know about Virgo's catching depth, or lack thereof. But Hicks hits one well into right field. It's a double for his 3rd hit of the day. Chris Taylor is up next, the top of the order. And he scorches one into center field. Hicks is going to stay at 3rd, which will bring up Carlos Correa. Another single, scoring Hicks. Back-to-back-to-back hits allowed by Pisces reliever Andrew Kittredge before he's even recorded an out. Pisces win expectancy has slipped to 59%, down from a previous high of 91 earlier in the game. And Kittredge is going to stay in the game to face Freddie Freeman, who grounds another single up the middle. Correa is going to try to score from second. He's in there with the slide, and the game is tied at 4. So we've got an exciting one here as Freddie Freeman just grounds a seeing eye single up the middle, hops off the mound, and that's going to be it for Kittredge. Pedro Baez, though, not one of the 2 Pisces closers of Emmanuel Clase and Aroldis Chapman, because I guess the game doesn't like to bring in the primary relievers without a lead. Baez, though, would get out of the inning and then pitch an additional scoreless inning, punctuating it with a strikeout of Marcus Simeon, and we will head to the bottom of the 9th. So now having Adam Wainwright in there looks like a good decision, as he holds Pisces scoreless in the bottom of the 9th, and this game remains tied heading into the 10th inning. New Pisces pitcher Craig Stahmann is going to come into the game. He's going to face John Hicks, already 3 for 3 with a base runner on second base. This is the extra inning rule. I'm not in favor of this rule in general, but I turned it on because I didn't want these games to go for 6 hours. As Hicks grounds one up the middle, he is 4 for 4, and he's driven in the go-ahead run in the 10th inning. So again, it was a chore just to find an eligible Virgo catcher, and now the one that we've got has gone 4 for 4 and put Virgo's win expectancy up to 87%. So with a 5-4 lead, Brewers reliever Devin Williams comes in to try to close things out for Virgo. Although with Vlad Guerrero Jr. at the plate, the game has recalculated the win expectancy at 50% each. And Guerrero hits a bullet into right field. It's off the base of the wall. The ghost runner comes in to score, and we are all tied up again. Guerrero replacing Wander Franco at second base with this monster shot. And Williams has his work cut out for him just to get his team back up in the 11th. In the next 3 batters, Williams would walk Nick Castellanos, strike out Kyle Schwarber, and then walk JT Realmuto, all 3 of whom are Philadelphia Phillies, which prompts the Virgo manager to go to the bullpen and bring in Miles Michaelis with the bases loaded. So with 2 outs in the game, tied 5-5, it's all up to the number 8 hitter, Gene Segura, who is, you guessed it, a Philadelphia Philly. And Segura hits one deep into right center. It's going to short hop the wall. Guerrero scores the winning run, and Pisces comes all the way back from a 5-4 deficit in the 10th inning to win the game. An exciting back and forth affair. Craig Stahmann earns the win. Devin Williams saddled with the loss. And this was an exciting one, folks. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you can read more about my Astrology Baseball project at astrologybaseball.com. See you all next time.